The Toronto Maple Leafs, man, oh man, listen, I know they're up in their series right now. I totally get it, but there's still a big question mark around them. I look around
I think it might be the Leafs' year. I really think it might actually be the year. I mean, we may have to have some humble pie over here. It could be the year.
I've said this before, and I'll say it again. The day that it happens, I will take my hat off and I will applaud. I really will, and then I will brace myself for the inundation of the celebration that will happen over the course of the next decade. But it's been since 1967. At some point, they got to shake it off. The Chicago Cubs did it. There's been a lot of teams that have been able to shake that. The Boston Red Sox did it. It's bound to happen at some point. I don't think it'll happen in my lifetime, maybe in my kid's lifetime. If it ever does happen, I will be humble about it. But up until that point, I'm still going to play the role of the pessimist on that one.
So you don't think it's this is the year for them?
No, I don't think so. I still think that they still didn't finish top in their conference. They still didn't finish top in the league, and I know that's not the be-all, end-all. They
did win the division, though.
They did win their division. Good for them. They had the least amount of travel out of any division in hockey. And now, the deeper they go into the playoffs, the more and more they got to travel. They're traveling right now down to Florida. That's a long flight. Tyler Seguin said it before he started the series with Winnipeg. They said, tell us the difference between Colorado and Winnipeg. He goes, well, it's a longer flight. And that absolutely is something they consider in the variables of the equation. Every time the Leafs moves on to a new series, they got to do something they don't do on a regular basis, is travel long, not sleep in their own bed. They spent the majority of their season sleeping in their own beds, not doing a lot of hotel stays. So it's one thing to win that division. That's probably one of, I'm going to temper this next comment, probably one of the easier divisions to win in the league.
The fact, though, that there could be 3 Canadian teams in the Western and Eastern Conference final, that gets me really excited.
Am I the only one that notices, if you want to jump to the Oilers here right away, I'd like to stay on the Toronto Maple Leafs if we can for a second, and let's do that. Let's make sure we stay on topic here. We'll stay as poignant as possible and as scheduled as possible here. But the Toronto Maple Leafs, I think, have a lot of the pieces that are needed. But when I look around that locker room and I look at the amount of bling that they're rolling, they're probably paying for a lot of that stuff with Bitcoin. Like the new earrings Austin Matthews got. Oh, listen, my wife would love those for Mother's Day today. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there, by the way. Hi, Mom. But I don't know. To me, it just, they don't, as a franchise, they've never been humble. As players, they seem to be buying into the franchise of we are the Toronto Maple Leafs. You know, they have that swag, and that's a good thing. I understand that at a certain level, but I don't know, man. It seems to me like the Toronto Maple Leafs have a little bit of baseball in it, where they're kissing their stuff and they're kissing all their jewelry up there and making sure that it's visible when they score. And it's got to be outside of my shoulder pads to make sure that it looks really good. To me, it just seems like they want to be the cover model, having their hands in the air scoring a goal rather than holding the Stanley Cup. I just don't think that they're quite ready yet.
If you enjoyed what you just saw, we do new clips every single day, twice a day on the Clips channel. You see clips right here. And beside Dave's crotch, we have a full-length show every single Sunday, right by my hand.
Click right here.